Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Okie dokie. So it looks like the desk is dried pretty nice. Nice hard finish. Real shiny. I'm sure it'll get scratched up over time, and I'll do my polyurethane on the sides and the verticals. But for now, we're going to go ahead and make our wrist rest. And we'll start with that by a couple of pieces of 2x4 screwed together. Cut the length to fit in between here in this front section. And then we'll head on over to the other side of the shop here where my staple gun and material are. Alright. Unfortunately, this piece of foam is not quite long enough to span the whole distance here, but that's okay because the foam is hidden. I don't have to worry too much about that. So what we'll do is we'll start on the side here and set our foam just a little bit above the bottom edge here and start stapling it down. You don't want to wrap it all the way entirely around the board because this wrist rest is going to need to sit flat on the audio desk there. So we want to make sure, I think we can probably stretch this out a little bit to make up that last little bit of distance there, because we are really super close. So put a double row up here just to make sure we have enough there for strength. And then roll her over. And then we'll start running her down the back side here too. Stapler on there. Work our way across. And we want to keep it nice and smooth. We don't want a whole lot of, we don't want wrinkles. But again, we're only coming down. only coming down the front here. And there we go. Now all we got to do is trim it. My trusty little IT scissors, they come in handy for everything. As I said before, we don't want this foam to lap under because our material will lap under and be stapled. But that's all we want underneath there. We don't want the foam because that'll make it sit too uneven. Nope. One cushed up wrist rest. Okay, now we got our material spread out. We want to make sure we've got it extended over each edge enough to make sure, you know, we can make our corner or make our end here. So as long as it's enough to lap down to the end of the board, then we're okay. So what we want to do is we want to have our material, when it wraps, it folds around the wood, we want it to meet in the middle. We don't want it to overlap because then that'll make your wrist rest rock. So we want it the same height, so when we screw it from underneath, it pulls down and it lays nice and steady. So now we're close. This thing another flip. Get under the bottom. And just enough to get the staple line down on there real good. And then what you do is you pull it nice and taut. So you don't have any wrinkles. Oops, got one. Don't want that now, do we? Well, sometimes it's a little tougher than you think. That's why I don't work in an upholstery shop. I wouldn't do very good at this for a living. Go. And before we roll it over like so. And even. And we'll go right down again. This time right down the middle. Okay, don't worry if you got a little too much. You can always trim it off later. But it's a bear putting it back. left for another project. Problem is, you have to buy this lengthwise 8 feet, which is about 3.5 yards, because it's only on a 54-inch roll. So if you're making a 48-inch wide recording desk, then you're in luck, because then, you know, you can just have her, you can buy like 1/10 of a yard or something. But unfortunately, I got to build it MacGyver style, and it's got to be like 8 feet wide. So, you know, that massive keyboard that I have. So, now when you're here doing this, it's good to have an extra pair of hands, because what you want to do is you want to pull it tight all the way around. And if you don't have an extra pair of hands, then that makes it a bit of a challenge to do. But if you push like this and pull it tight and snug, that'll get you where you need to be. So the best way to do that is from the middle, in my opinion anyway. I'm not an expert, so if anybody here is, feel free to correct me. But I'll start from the middle and work my way out. This way you can do it pretty much one-handed, or one person, let's put it that way. Don't worry about being stingy with the staples, because you're going to have a good deal of pressure on here, pulling this material snug and tight. So don't be cheap with them. I can only imagine what Tim went through trying to do this on his. He didn't end up using any batting. He just wrapped the wood in the with the vinyl here. But I'm kind of partial to having a cushy wrist rest, so I'll endure the hassle. Okay, so now you've got your wrist rest here. It looks really good. Now to do your corner, what you want to do is, the way I figure the easiest way anyway, is to do like the old Christmas package. So you fold this over, and then you fold this over, and you find out where you're going to need to be just a smidge underneath here to lay a staple. Mark it with your finger, and bring it out. Keep your finger there on the mark, and that's where you need to cut. So you just fold it over like that, and then like so, and like so. So I'll pull it down tight here and put a staple there. I'll make you don't have to worry too much about it being visible because we've got the sides there. So we'll pull this down snug, get a staple or two in there. Bad boy over. And pull it nice and snug. Do it down low so it doesn't show. Like that. And put one there. And there you have it. And the side of your board is going to come up here like this, so that's all you're going to see, and you got a nice tucked corner. And then we'll just lay this under here and trim it off so it doesn't make a bump, and staple it.